Hello everyone, this is ACryInShame, coming to you with SPAZ 2, Space, Pirates, and Zombies. Alright, so I have... Whoa, what's happened here? I was probably going to like the view and stuff. So, I have not played through this yet. I think this is just my customized. Yeah, I haven't done anything with this. This is completely just off of my Steam. I have not actually sat and played this yet. I've seen videos. I know Peter has already beat me to it. But I did want to really play this game. I really like SPAZ, the first SPAZ. And I can always go back and play that. Anytime you guys want me to go play that, I'll play that anytime. Love that game. But this is, well, it's going to be a Fresh Friday. This is after the holidays, so I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday, a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Let's get ourselves started. So the campaign. New campaign. See, I haven't started anything. New campaign. Difficulty. It's not quite expert, but let's like... There we go, I should be fine.
Element 126, resin. Res. It was the answer to everything. A transmutable element with the power to unlock the secrets of the universe. It gifted humanity everything there was to know about space-time and how to enslave it. Res triggered an explosion of technological advancement. Mankind spread to the far reaches of the galaxy, growing exponentially in numbers, along with the reliance on Res. The United Terran Alliance was founded to control the countless population. Eventually, they sought to ration the use of Res. As Res supplies thinned, conflict arose. An epidemic of fortune-seeking miners forced their way to the galactic core, where resin was most abundant. Eventually, the primary Res source was discovered. All Res stemmed from a sinister and timeless energy being, a being awakened by the use of Res. They had sprung an ancient and recursive trap, Res being the bait no budding civilization could possibly ignore. Corruption spilled outward into the stars, twisting the biological matrix of all it touched, integrating it into machines. Mankind's own technology, their own dead, had begun to turn against them. For years they struggled to survive against a flood of abominated metal and flesh. Billions were lost to the infection, only further feeding the expanding corruption. In spite of hopeless obliteration, the very fabric of life itself arose to fight the dark entity. As a race, humanity came together for a single purpose. In some twisted way, they had found peace. Peace, however, does not last. People fell back into their self-minded ways. Humanity turned inward in a scramble for the remaining Res, which now could no longer be renewed. As the UTA lost its control over the galaxy, they collapsed the entire Warpgate network beyond any hope of salvage. Human ingenuity, it turns out, knows no captivity. A resin-based drive was developed, allowing more direct travel anywhere in the galaxy. The Void was reborn as a wild, untapped, and lawless frontier. As years pass, piracy and skirmish battles rage. Precious Res the prize. Raw worlds are recklessly colonized and disputed by legions of makeshift starships. An entire ecology of nomadic drifters emerged, endlessly recycling the wrecks of constant war. All the while, the nearly forgotten saviors of the galaxy tirelessly struggle to exterminate the last remnants of the infection.
It seems like, yet again, you dimwits have flown my ship headlong into an infested region. That is the third time this week. 6 million forms of communication, and I'm yet to find one that can articulate how moronic you fools are. Computer, power up the weapons and shield emitters. The doctor is in.
Alright, so forward, got W and S. Left and right is A and D. Mouse is fire. Left shift is to speed up, and brake is X. Oh, my brake is X. Always a weird spot. Super kill. Bounce off, but like. Can't seem to be able to shoot missiles or anything like that. Neat. Right click the hole, I can actually zoom in by holding down the right click.
Mega kill. Killed.
I'm not sure what that ultra kill stuff means. Blew up. What's happening? I died. There's like no health bar or anything either.
Game over.
I died, but I didn't even see a health bar. Like, would you like to try easy mode?
By the void. Level 13 is truly the bane of my existence.
Carl, seriously? Do you realize crew members suffocated on the lower decks because you routed power from life support to play stupid video games?
Silence, imbecile. They gave their lives for the greater good. A scientific mind must stay active, or it would wither and wrinkle. I'll boil any ocean. I'll irradiate a whole litter of Narlakian pups. I'll divide by 0 if I have to.
I told you he'd cause trouble if you leave him to his own whim. Those implants can really make a man sick in the melon. Elsa, he is a liability if we keep him on board.
Please refrain from sneaking up on another living creature like that. Do you not realize the horror people have to endure every time they look at your face? You are fortunate I did not inadvertently dismember you in a panic-induced frenzy.
Everyone, shut up! To the bridge, right now. Anyone not here in 30 seconds is getting vented into space.
Nifty.
Well, I'm glad to see everyone was able to get up at the crack of noon to work towards sustaining our survival.
Let me present to you all the garbage dump we'll be sifting through this afternoon. Yes, most of this is useless junk. Yes, this is utterly pathetic, but what choice do we have?
This ain't no way to treat this here metal mother. The lady deserves better. Let me be snapping on something fresh. He might not be the best candidate to operate the tractor prototype. Keep in mind that Carl built this thing, so it goes without saying that it's dangerous. I'd hate to have come all this way just to have Mackenzie rip us apart like a rabid chimp with Carl's untested toys. You know how those two could be.
I don't really care who does what, but we need to jump on this opportunity to expand the mothership. That core module will give us some elbow room, while those wings will give us some much-needed firepower. Let's get those modules fitted so we don't have to listen to each other breathe anymore.
Please pay close attention to the moving picture feature film show. You will be subjected to standardized testing following this demonstration.
Alright, so we just click and move things together to attend. What was that? At the very end of that. Please pay close attention to it. Okay, so the mothership is a modular starship. At the end of that. What was the chickens? Take the ship apart or assemble as you need. Use cores to increase the frame size of your mothership. Cores have stats that will boost the ship's speed, shield, health, and maneuverability. Attach wing. Those are engine parts to your frame. Okay. Left control. Okay. So left control. Okay. That's a core. Okay. That's it there. That's your wing piece here. Okay.
What exactly do you think you're doing? Stop leaning on that overhead projection like a crutch. This isn't some archaic, top-down space shooter we're playing here. This is real, brutal, kitten-eating life we're talking about. Join the rest of us down here in reality.
The camera can be adjusted to fit your needs. Top-down view is better suited for ship construction and high-level awareness. Third-person view is suited for combat. Camera mode is C.
Our omnilithium
Okay.
capacitor is now tapped out. I've devised a method to simply eject the spent cell while fabricating a new one out of surrounding space dust. Do not ask me how it works, or why it makes sense. All that you need to know is that you will be unable to fire the ship's weapons while the new cell is being installed.
Okay.
All right, I'm bringing the weapons online. If that is indeed what you want to call this garbage. Let's blast open some of these containers. Maybe we can find something to eat that won't make our hair fall out.
I have decided that it would be best if basic resource towing was left up to the ship's computer. These items are too fragile to be handled by Neanderthals. It brought me great pain to watch you struggle with the tractor beam.
So rude. Oh, backwards. Is that the... Okay, that's the engine. Okay. Why are they swaying? There's no air. The left control doesn't seem to do anything here. Shooting. Where's this missiles coming from? What's firing the missiles? Like, I don't see what's firing the missiles.
Please assimilate and perform the following diagnostic tests on the kinetic shield
Shields have
system.
their own power systems, but they can be boosted with
and my
capacitor
hull
power.
may depend
If shields are
upon it.
boosted, they'll take half damage and return twice as fast. Shields consume capacitor while boosted. Okay. Shields up. So I can boost the shield, but it didn't really tell me how to boost the shield. Options. Controls. Like ship, command ships, boost shields. Not exactly what I wanted. Weapon config. No. Okay. Input. Alright. Pointer, next ship, boost shield, spacebar. Okay.
All modern space-capable engines come equipped with special regenerating boost capacitors. Please practice making rocket go fast now.
Boost engines greatly increase ships. Okay.
I have to say I'm impressed. You're all able to lace this thing back together without eating each other. The only thing that remains is to test the res drive. Mackenzie, start the pre-flight procedure.
From scotch and caviar to beers and tears, how is it that Jameson is the only other one with ambition to dig out of this dung heap? Just cook those bloody engines up and lay in a course for somewhere that isn't here. Please.
Okay. Tactical tab. 2-star map.
Welcome to the Super Ultra Star Map 9000. This holographic interface will allow you to
The
scan
Super
all
Ultra
known
Star Map
galactic entities,
9000.
plot mothership destinations, and communicate with other ships and starbases. Please practice untethered exploration now.
Okay. Take your time, plan the actions, explore new territories, push right mouse button to send destination to the map, use mouse wheel to adjust scene level.
Game saved.
It's wreckage.
Apparently your intestines are so long that if you strung them up end to end, you'd probably die. This here metal mother doesn't like to loot the dead. But what need do they got for intestines?
Look at the wrecks, the warfighters, and search wreck. Next time, you may search wrecks several times to extract the loot. Sure. Salvage.
Pillaging successful.
Harvested. Got some res, some peeps, and some mechanical pieces. More peeps and parts.
Pillaging successful.
Alright, so... Oh, okay, so I can move around. Ew, okay, it's a big map. Okay. Explore. Progress. Time moves only when you move. Ultra. Okay, yeah. Got that. Read this.
Now that we are finally underway, let me remind you that you cannot simply urinate in the corner and proclaim you are the alpha meat husk. You are a minuscule fish in an otherwise colossal ocean of galactic proportions. Unless you wish to be dead before breakfast, read the advisory overlays I have painstakingly programmed for your survival. Do not just click past them and complain on the galactic forums that you did not get the memo. Ignorance will not be excused. Read or die.
Or die.
Please familiarize yourself with the star map command functions. If you do not assimilate this information now, it will be waiting for you at dinner time.
All transportations, mining, harvesting, and communications on a star map. Anytime you can use the assemble ship button to drop out of warp and edit your mothership. Consider selling or dumping ship parts you are not using. They will weigh you down, making you burn more res during transit. You can view tutorials anytime by pressing the tutorial button, reverse mount button to set destination on the map. Okay.
Now that we are final.
Please familiarize yourself with this.
Alright. Starbase? Wreckage. Is there a way to look around without moving my guy? No. Okay, cool. Press and hold mouse button. Ooh, res. We can't find res at the local corner store anymore. There are a few special places where res does continue to grow. These very mysterious locations are highly sought after. Some more wreckage, starbase. There's another person here. 34. Where should come on by? Neutral. 26 and 18. What am I? 5. Got it. Action info, engine mode. Okay.
In an
Inventory.
effort to curb interplanetary diseases, just about all our traded goods now have to go through this hands-off filtered interface. Nobody can stab you in the back or shoot you in the face using an interface like this. Just configure the deal, and the autoloaders should take care of the rest.
Your item supplies on the left side, trade for items, supplies on the right side, try to balance the deal, maximize profit. If you sell a connected ship part while buying a smaller part, it will automatically swap places. Okay. Top part. Top is part description. So this is the description. This is the name, the cost, and the stars. Upper right is the ship stats. Bottom is weapon description. Then there's rarity modifier. Part cost. This means the part is uncommon in its particular base, but does not alter the quality of the part itself. Use the icon legend to further understand the icons and what they're present. Consider selling goons and res. They are worth a lot more than scrap. Your goon slider will turn red. You're selling too many goons. Race bound to compare them. Okay.
In an effort to...
Chips for res. Disinfect parts with goons. Okay. Interesting. Assemble ship. Action info. Okay, let's go down here where this is telling me to go.
All right, we're mobile. If you are all thoroughly satisfied, we can finally get on with it. We still have stickies out there, not to mention a laundry list of equipment we need before we can do anything about them. Time is of the essence, and we've wasted so much of it already.
As anxious as I am to find a so-called sticky, we have not encountered one for many cycles. The ship does not yet have a nacelle to stand on. Therefore, we need to scout more easy opportunities to exploit.
Okay. 12. So we're supposed to explore different areas. Ooh, big guy. Bandit hive. Let's salvage some stuff.
Cargo acquired.
Bandit.
Awareness expanded.
Awareness expanded. Okay. So let's explore different areas. Gotcha. Explore around this area. Gotcha.
Okay, I'm calling it. We need to shift our focus back to more pressing needs. Everyone on board is expected to understand that the mothership takes priority over everything, including our very lives. To that effect, Mother needs to be fed. If we can't find what she needs, we die along with her. If we cannot trade for what we need, we'll have to take it by force. As cruel as it is, that's just life.
I see fit to enlighten everyone that every action on board consumes something. Don't let these critical supplies run dry. I've gone to the effort of labeling all viable extraction points, as well as indicating when they are ready for harvest. I have also color-coded human selfishness, so you are aware if any other faction claims ownership of these areas.
Okay. Flying these resource nodes blowing up mothership is not advisable. Lore. Interesting.
If we tune our warp frequency just right, we can sometimes pick up residual data transmissions bouncing around the old warp network. Though the gates are smashed beyond repair, some seem to be able to hang on to those low-density data packets like a ghostly reminder of our past.
Find lore. Okay. Gotcha. Dr. Carl Memford. Scan. What scan do you do? Like pre-recorded stuff? We can just listen to it?
Dr. Carl
Awesome.
Memford has had a long and colorful history of mental instability, despite having an uncanny level of intelligence. Though he is physically harmless, he has worked on several controversial UTA projects, including the now discontinued lockdown vaccination for children. After a short time on the run, he discovered Don Gibson and the massive clockwork ship he was building. Appalled by obvious design flaws, he offered his services as head engineer, though the rest of the crew is perpetually annoyed by his horrific manner. he proved to be indispensable in helping reach the core and destroying the dark entity.
Nifty. That's all from SPAZ 1. The SPAZ 1 played very differently than this one did. This one does, I guess. Looks like the great place to call home and raise a family. Get pre-approved for mortgage financing today. Progression locked. You must be awarded the privilege to build Starbase. Okay. I can't do that yet. So find goons, find res, find scrap. Okay. Alright. Pillage what this location has currently. Pillage what this location has currently harvested. Okay.
As much as I detest this hellborn excrement, we're stuck in a universe addicted to res. We are no different. Without it, the res drive will collapse, leaving us to limp along at subwarp. We'll be easy pickings for bandits, or anyone else looking to kick us while we're down.
Res is needed to keep the morning. Moving, the faster you move, the more res you burn. Res can be bought and sold. Harvest a full batch from the location to earn a double resource bonus. Requires full ripeness meter. Okay.
I sense some underdeveloped crewmen require contextualization about how urgently we require these basic resources. More specifically, human resources. The ship requires an astronomical volume of periodic maintenance and repair. These tasks are far too dangerous to allow anyone with a shred of intellectual value to perform them. Therefore, we do not turn away many applicants. Remember, the bottom of the pyramid needs the most bricks.
Of course, we need bodies to operate and maintain the ship's system, but we also don't want to feed any more mouths than we must. Most of our food is fabricated from res. Balance is the word of the day here.
Goons are needed to operate. Repair a ship. If you don't have enough goons, the ship will decay and take damage. Beware, goons consume res over time. Goons can be bought and sold. Alright, is there a way to tell my res consumption? With everything? Ship size, cargo, faction info. Like, can I seem to have a lot of goons. Like, a lot of goons. Assemble ship, that's what I wanted to do.
While the tractor beam
Okay.
is an effective emergency repair tool, you seem more interested in using it to fling trash about the void for no apparent reason. As long as we are in an assembly-safe area, free of any ships and stellar objects, we can program the ship's computer to reconfigure itself. Just click, close your eyes, go to sleep, and all the hard work will appear to complete itself.
On the ship area, you can access the advanced ship building options. First, select the ship part. Okay. This is where I can, like, build and rebuild stuff pretty easily. Alright, how do I go back to...
Battle
change
wagon
weapons.
mode activated.
Nifty. How do I... mouse wheel, zoom... Bring it back. Tactical tab. Got it. Tab. Star map. Ransack.
Finding good, fresh, refined alloys isn't easy. Everyone wants them, but nobody's making them. Even if we don't immediately require scrap, it's good to keep some around for trade. Every space nugget in the void will accept it as currency.
Okay. Go for the wreckage. Salvage from the wreckage. Ooh,
Engine successful.
got another guy here.
Now that we have some currency to spend, we should stock up on strike craft. We do not want to get overwhelmed when engaged by multiple targets. Plus, it gives our enemies something else to shoot at instead of us.
Keep a supply of strike craft to assist your mothership in combat. Strike craft can be fabricated from the star map and placed into hangars. Push the hangars button in the star map hub. Okay. Hangars.
We wouldn't be a very respectable mothership without some sort of support fleet. I would advise we keep our hangars fully stocked with strike craft at all times. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a healthy menu of ships to choose from at the moment, but that will certainly change in time. Every enemy strike craft we destroy presents an opportunity to salvage blueprints for new ships. Plus, it'll give Carl something to do instead of pissing me off to no end.
Customize the hangar unique design strike craft. Each hangar design can be further customized specific weapons. Each hangar has a rating force count you can adjust, but only one ship per hangar can be present during combat. Respawn on death. There is an upper limit to total of command abilities, and every ship you add to the fleet will cost you some of this command. Destroying enemy strike crafts yield blueprints, which can unlock new ship types. Okay, yeah, this is very much reminiscent of the first one, where you would have these little ships that you would actually control the ships and fly around the ships, rather than now you're controlling the mothership. I only got the short bus. Do you got anything else? Missiles? Ion missiles? Better at shields? Okay. Cancel. Emitter. So it's 2 and 2. Range emitter. Interesting. So these are missiles. Let me do one of each missile. And do one of each emitter. Quicker emitter. Weak short range emitter. Low caliber. Gives us a bit of a kind of a variance. Okay, it's auto restock. Costs 50 scrap. No strike craft increase the number of ships stored in the hangar. Alright. Ah ha ha. Keep 3.
Paddle wagon mode activated.
Oh, for Gamma's sake. Why did we drop out of warp? Carl, what is wrong with my ship?
Nothing is wrong with the ship, Elsa. I've scheduled a combat drill for today. We're getting a little too soft for my liking.
Okay.
Jameson, it's 3 in the morning.
Alright, next ship. F. I can control them. Like, neat.
All of the ship's command and control systems are routed through a wireless-assisted simulation. A benefit of such a system is you do not have to be physically on a ship to fly it. You can astral project your command focus to another ship, while delegating the control of the mothership to artificial intelligence. While it would make almost too much sense to allow the artificial intelligence to fly every ship, that theoretically would take all the fun out of it.
So I can fly these little guys if I choose to do so. Tapped. Oh, commands. Okay. Defend target.
Priority asset designated.
Move to location. So E is just like a... E is just command.
All right, that's
Gotcha.
not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let's try something a bit bigger.
Target an asteroid.
Target locked. Obliterating. Engaging.
Ooh.
Engaging.
Asteroid.
Target locked. Obliterating.
all my weapons or no?
Target locked.
Okay. Nifty.
Engaging. Engaging.
Give that asteroid out to you. Look at that face. Look at the face. In the front and back of the ship, it looks like their faces. Fire missiles.
We have sufficiently asserted ourselves over this inanimate material. Surely we must be done with these mindless examinations of competence by now.
Carl, you couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag. These drills just might save your life someday. You'd be wise to put this inanimate material to use before trying your luck on something that can shoot back.
Okay. We're good here. So star map. Okay. I'm down here.
Now that we have strike craft of our own, we should learn how to fight against them. It's a big galaxy, and we're not original thinkers here. We should be able to locate a border raid to have our
Neighboring
way
star bases are
with.
different
Should be
factions
no
fight
match
each
for
other.
the
Destroying
combined
raids
force
is a
of
good
our
way to make
mothership and
friends.
strike craft.
The defensive side. Destroying raids is a good way to make enemies. The offensive side. Destroying enemy strike craft. Yield blueprints, which can unlock new ships. Locate a raid event.
Game save. Awareness expanded.
Behold, my happy place. It is here my power
Okay.
grows. Using the data we have acquired from the sensors, I can refine our ships and equipment. While I would adore being able to refine every single archaic piece of junk on board, the physical nature of the universe forbids it. Treat the data analytics with respect.
Select a perk every time you level up. Without perks, you will suck and die. You can review your perks from the captain info. Okay.
There is research data that has not yet been allocated. Consider not allocating it, and instead allocate it.
So you get this free perk. Capacitor, weapon, and shields. Ooh, shield strength. I'm gonna do for shield strength. All got there, huh? Let's go that way then. Mining up? There's an illegal mining operation here. There are certainly some res nearby, but area is likely to be defended. You will suffer no negative repercussions if you decide to invite yourself to the party. This is a solo encounter. No other capacity can assist you. Let's do it. Check it out. See what's going on over here. What's going on in this thread?
Activated.
We may have a galaxy-wide shortage of res, but we certainly don't have a shortage of poor saps combing the void looking for more. All the potent res fields have been catalogued, yet every so often someone finds an oasis of the stuff. It's not exactly legal to be harvesting it without the proper drilling equipment, but who's enforcing that? Exactly. We might as well drop in and take our pound of flesh too.
As agreements to find res, you are free to harvest res from the surrounding asteroids, but res-rich asteroids are rare and difficult to spot among the worthless rocks. The other prospects have here to collect res into cargo crates. If you tamper with these crates, your alert level will increase and they will attack you. You are free to leave the mining op at any time, providing there are no hostile ships present. What happens at a mining op stays at a mining op. Relations are not affected by your actions. Okay. Trying to see a little there. The shield doesn't even do anything. Okay, gotcha. So it doesn't do anything. What's that? What's that? I don't know what that is. Is that a res thing? I don't know what that is. I'm getting curious what it is though.
Target locked. Oblivion. Target locked. Obliterate.
So what's this? Looks interesting.
I try not to start fights I can't win, but everyone makes mistakes. It's not beneath me to use one of those silly failgates if the situation should call for it. Just remember, we're going to have to dump some cargo and leave our strike craft behind if we do so.
Okay, you can use these gates to escape. Retreating, okay, gotcha. Failgates can be destroyed? Interesting. Okay. So in case things get too hairy, you can escape. Running away is an option. Good to know. Let's see if any of these rocks have anything in them.
Engaging.
Does seem to be the case. So do I have to steal from them in order to get res this way? Let's reload. Pew. You really can't use a booster when I'm reloading? Really? Well, there's separate resources, but I still can't use it. Okay. Alright. Alright, so those are those things. There's not res. So then, where are these res barrels and stuff they were talking about?
Babysitting. Target locked. Obliterating.
Yeah. I don't see any res here.
Engaging.
Here's a res box. Looks like that's the res box I'm talking about. Oh, level increased. So we'll have these little things around it. Gotcha. Res 25.
Target locked. Obliterating. Shields offline. Target locked. Obliterating.
Else could be better. It's down. Let's go. We're getting hard. Well, it's still attacking us. We're about to die. And we're gonna die! Ooh, that was a blueprint thingy. Look, another blueprint thingy. After we die, of course. Well, this game, it seems like it's a lot of fun. There's a lot I don't understand about how it's going to work and kind of things I need to kind of work on. But for now, this is ACryInShame. Thanks for joining me for SPAZ 2. I'm probably going to do some videos on this. We'll see what happens. But if you are interested in seeing videos about SPAZ 2, leave a comment down below and let me know so I can put this on my radar to make more videos for, alright? But for now, this is ACryInShame, signing out. So long, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, hit the like button below. If you'd like to see more videos like that one, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to get notifications, make sure to hit that bell. You can also check out our website for more information on different games. If you would like to support us, check out our Patreon page for more information on how to do so.